Hey guys! Welcome to the adventures.
And boy, do we have an adventure for you today. All kinds of chrome, shiny wheels. Man, a whole line of them out here in Kenley, North Carolina. Today, tomorrow.
Yeah, so today's video is about enjoying the adventure along the road. So many of you guys get into trucking for so many reasons, but one of the big reasons is so that way you can get paid to see America. But then reality hits and you guys don't actually make time to see America and get to do cool things, because I know what happens. You think, well, I'm gonna make a bucket list and I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna see this when I'm done and I'm off the road and when I'm retired, and y'all, you ain't never gonna go back out and go see the things. Like, that's just how the real world works.
Most
right?
of the time, no.
We want to encourage you guys to plan out the schedule, and it does make it a little bit easier when you are on a dedicated route like we are. And so we saw the signs go up, but there's all this information. Like, you can find this stuff on social media. If you follow a couple of the big truck stops and if you follow some of the truck shows, you'll figure out when they are, the dates and the things like that. And so they've been advertising this one for a couple months now, and that means we planned ahead yesterday, so that way we could hit the road as soon as possible. So we got really lucky. Our loads got there early today, and I hit the road and just pretty much drove my 8 hours straight. And then he was reset by then, and he could take over and we could hear, and we could spend a couple hours enjoying this truck show. And we really enjoy just being able to see some of the trucks, and there's so many nice trucks out here, and just really seeing the old school mentality of people really having pride in their trucks. So we also want to encourage you guys to, like, have pride in your trucks.
She asked the question, how can some of these people afford this? Look at all this chrome, all this custom interior. Well, some of them, that's their home.
Yeah.
They may not
Do any
have
of you
a home.
guys have a nice truck like that? Like, comment below, or if you're on Facebook or Instagram, send us a picture. Like, we would love to see your truck. And then also, like, what's your favorite truck? If you guys could have any truck, what would it be? For me, I realized today there's two kind of trucks that I'm always drawn towards. Peterbilts.
And the 13-letter shit spreader.
Cab overs. I love the old cab overs. I call them cabbies. Like, I love them. What about you?
Yeah, but taking any of them home with us, just, I mean, our driveway's like this, it just wouldn't be.
So I kind of like the old cab over Mac. He was like a 2 for deal.
Yeah. He had the old Bud rims on it, if you know what Bud is. That has the lug nuts that,
He was well loved, well worked, and it looks like now he's trying to get in a little bit more of a retirement life. He's still out here working on the road and hauling loads, but you know, his owner put him in the show, and it's nice to see an old truck that's really does its job and still works and still looks nice. And but we really enjoyed it. But we want to encourage you guys, seriously, like, learn how to schedule, to use your time wisely, so that way you can stop along the way, you can enjoy the adventures. And we know that many of you are also Christians, and many of you also stay out on the road, and there are quite a number of you that don't actually have a home and you live in your truck. So we want to encourage you about the tent that we got to stop at. And in many videos we guys tell you that the Petros and the TAs have church service, and so here is a way we got to see the Truckers for Jesus tent. And so this QR code, and I'll put it up there so that way you guys can scan it easier, and I'll put the link down in the description, but it gives you a location guide to where they have church service, or maybe you don't have a place that you give an offering to. They also are always in need of donations. And then maybe you guys want to do something in ministry work. They're also looking for people in the mission field. And so maybe you are just the prayer hotline. There's so many options. So they kind of go through all the different things. But for us, this tent was extra special since, you know, we have our own church and we love trucking. It's a perfect combination of both. So I wanted to highlight that booth. But it was a really fun show. Like Scott said, it still is going to last on till tonight. So this is Friday. May 9th. Yeah, May 9th, and it's going to be May 10th. So they're going to have fireworks tonight. If you guys happen to be in the area and you can make it tonight, they have moon bounce and foods and all kinds of stuff. They're going to have live music. And then tomorrow they're going to bring cars in for a car show and just really a lot of fun. I want to encourage you guys, try to make your way here. And if you can't make it this year, try to make plans that you can make it next year or throughout the year, make it to some other things, or maybe you just are able to stop at some really cool like sights and views and just explore. You guys take opportunity that you do get paid to drive across America and really get to see the beauty that God's created. So don't miss out on it. And it's so good for the mind. Like, trucking is such a big sacrifice, and so it doesn't always have to be. You can take time and really enjoy it. And so you guys make sure you take time, enjoy the adventures, and stay safe. Bye.